What's up, weirdos? If you're watching me, you're probably a weirdo. That's fine though. It's good, you know, you'd rather be on this side than the other side. The other side are the sociopaths. Our side is the schizos. The schizos can see what the sociopaths are doing. And it's our job to talk about it, discuss it, try to find solutions. Schizos versus sociopaths. And then there's all the people in the middle. Whether they're real or not, or soulless, or just figments of the system that I put here, like a rock or a tree, I don't know. Whatever they are. They don't deserve what's happened to them either, you know. But something's coming. You know, I've been talking about the little season lately. And whether we're actually in the end times or not. I think that's kind of all when where we are biblically is kind of irrelevant. Because something is happening. You know, there is going to be some kind of event. There is something that we're heading towards. The bottom of the bathtub water is going down, you know. And as it gets lower, start circling the drain, speeding up, you know. We're headed for something. I was watching a little video about a woman talking about the timeline issue in relation to Project Looking Glass. I've done a lot of stuff on that over the years. I feel like I'm just repeating myself now, but I don't know. Until new things happen, we're just going to go over all the old shit again. The greatest hits. Yeah, Project Looking Glass was like the CIA operation that a lot of the information has been dumped on the internet. You know, I don't think they care if people see it, because, I mean, most people don't fucking understand it. And getting through that stuff is a fucking slog. I watched other guys kind of pull out the important stuff or talk about the important stuff and how it relates to us. But basically what it is, they were trying to find a way to come up with a different ending to this whole timeline scenario. They found that even though there were different timelines throughout history, once it gets to 2012, the timelines begin to converge, and they end up all going to the same place. And the place they go to isn't one that's advantageous for the sociopaths. So they're trying desperately to change it somehow. With all the shenanigans with the Gregorian calendar, and all the time that's been taken out and removed, because we used to have 13 months, like the 13 families, probably had something to do with that. Of course it has something to do with that, you know. All this shit's tied together. If you do the mathematics with that, it turns out that 2012 was actually 2020. So the Mayans said it was going to end in 2012, and or the beginning. It was going to 2012. I'm sorry, 2012 was 2019. So the beginning of the new year, a new world, or the end of the world, and the beginning of the new one was 2020, and that was the year COVID came. It's like what they're trying to do is to desperately hold on to control of this world, of this reality, to keep it from going to the place, the inevitable conclusion, which they know what it is. We kind of have an idea what it is, and I think that, for me, like my opinion of that is it's all of our consciousness aligning up, and we just vibrate out of here. We get out of their trap. An awakening, you know, what people call a great awakening, where people all sort of come to a realization of something. I think what it's going to be is a realization of what we are. We're all one thing, observing ourselves in this little egg incubator as a progeny of God, you know, whatever we really are, this fucking energy being that whose point of attention is split up in all these different people, all expressing themselves as individuals, but they're not really different people. They're just different points of attention of one being, us. And that the self-realization is, I guess, is what it really is what they're trying to avoid. Because as long as they can keep us from realizing what we are, they can keep running the sluice farm, sucking off the energy and using it to empower themselves and make themselves kings and queens of this realm. And once we realize, oh shit, we're all one thing and we all don't really belong here, we just vibrate right out of this fucking place. And that is raising our vibrational frequency. High vibration is happiness, love, laughter. Like when you're laughing, laughter is the most intense high vibrational activity you can do with your body. The lowest vibrational state you can be in is fear. Okay, that's why they try to make you afraid from everything in this world, from the news or whatever it is. They're always trying to keep you in a fear state, because when you're in a fear state, you're easier to control. And you're not thinking about aligning your vibrational frequency with everybody else and vibrating out of here. We are a lion being told we're a mouse by fucking cockroaches. And if we realize what we are, we kick the fucking table over and their fucking game is done. So all these things like COVID and the lockdowns, and to some extent I believe CERN too. I think with the CERN thing, they're trying to find other timelines, other possibilities, other ways to get out of the situation they're in, this bind they're in, where no matter what they do, we're eventually going to wake up. And what I mean by wake up is realize what we are. I mean, I realize what we are. You guys probably do too, but we all not just realize what we are and say, oh yeah, we're that, but really understand it. It's a belief and an understanding beyond regular belief and understanding. You have to not just believe that it's true, but you have to understand that it's always been true. There was never a time when it wasn't true. And that takes time. That takes alignment of vibrational frequency. We all got to get together and just not get together. Don't ever get together. You plan to get together with anyone, and some guys are going to show up to join your group, and they're all going to have the same shoes and watches. You don't want to get together with anyone. Stay home, and you can talk to each other over the internet, but don't ever assemble. We don't need to do that. It's all going to happen. The answer for this isn't out there. I got to talk to these people. It's inside. You have all the answers inside. Quiet reflection. Whether you can meditate or not, I really can't. I get a lot of my quiet reflection at different points. When I'm about to go to sleep. Sometimes I'm in the shower. I get these breakthroughs, these understandings without meditation. I'm just too antsy to meditate, but it's okay. Once we all reach that point, we're all kind of high enough vibrationally. It's a point of no return. And there's not going to be some big kind of fight, or you hear about these things like a war with God. It's metaphorical, I believe. The Bible's weird like that. It's like some of it's literal, some of it's metaphor. You got to figure it out. I added a proverb to my description that kind of sums it all up. it's our job to do this kind of stuff. You know, people will be like, oh, how can you be a Christian and be an occultist? You know, it's our job to kind of work this stuff out. God wants us to delve into this stuff and understand it. You know, it's not witchcraft. It's not, you know, it's trying to find the connectivity of the universe, you know? Doggy over there. When two dogs see each other, they freak out. That dog sounds weird. It sounds like he's got a problem there. His bark sounds a little, he's like sick or something. Actually, it sounds like the dog just got murdered. But anyway, yeah, so we're headed toward this thing. And there's no way around it. They can't escape it. You know, these people that the so-called rulers of this area. What's up, man? My neighbor, Chris, he's awesome. I'm gonna go talk to him though. So, thanks for joining me here in the garage. I'll see you soon. Just a bunch of stuff to think about before bed, so you stay up for a couple hours. A couple hours more than you probably wanted to. Till next time, don't blame the teacher, blame the school.